over already.
Move by John Salley.
101 authentic, I don't see no competition. Yeah.
By Salley.
Ball on them, baby.
Really, I mean, doesn't really need an introduction, but he's a four-time champ, John Salley. Been on the show. We love him. The background, once again, is stellar, literally. John, we've been talking Lakers. We have a very interesting difference in perspective up here about how this Lakers game ended and what the mood should be. But the bottom line is 10 in a row to the same team. Has there been, in your career, was there some team that just had your number? And if so, what'd you do to get out of it?
No. We didn't have It's never happened in my career. No. So what happened is my first year we lost to the Celtics, but people didn't think it was going to happen in Detroit. And then the next year, we came back and we beat them, but then we lost to the Lakers. And then we came back again, then we won the championship. But I think I was always on the team that had Chicago Bulls' number, and they hated that.
See, the other side. The other side is where we are.
You guys are trying to block out my Myers cookies.
No way. We got Myers cookies.
There they are.
You don't pay me. If you paid me, I wouldn't have to be a walking billboard. So get the crayon over to the side, Cahill. Thank you.
Cahill.
They don't even pay me. They try to block out my
paying us either, for being honest.
Yeah. John, Anthony Davis is looking pretty good in this series, right? But then the second half comes around, he only has 8 points, and he's not a real factor when it matters. Is there something he's doing wrong, or is it just going up against a guy like Jokic that he kind of get exposes? What's the issue?
One, I'm going to tell you, Jokic is like you said, he did moves better than Kevin McHale. I don't think so, but man, close. It's the hardest guy in the world to play against. And then I don't know what doesn't keep your motivation. This killer instinct thing that I know most players should have, especially when you're in the pros. At one time, when guys were in the pros, they had a lot to lose. These guys don't have a lot to lose.
Is it possible he's the best center of all time? I know people are talking. We said no, but
no. Whoever said that are guys who don't play.
Yeah.
I know they want you to listen to them in the production meeting. Trust me. They all do crystal meth.
You're not drinking this. You're not drinking the juice. Could he?
Don't listen to him.
Where is he on that?
Where is he on that pecking order?
Well, can he finish his career?
Right.
I mean, he gotta finish his career. Like, he gotta have 15 years in the league to figure out where he's gonna be. And I think he's great. I think what he does is great. I think it's different. Like I said, the way he plays is entirely different. They let him do a lot of things, and you're not allowed to hit him.
No.
So if you're not allowed to use your body on a guy who is all body, he's gonna be able to do whatever he wants.
The producer just confirmed he tested negative for crystal meth.
Yeah. One down.
John, is there a scenario in which you feel like the Lakers come back and win this series?
No.
Jesus.
No.
Yeah.
It's a good thing to romanticize the idea of the comeback, the great American go Rudy mentality. But when you're going against the guys who won the championship last year and they're back in the situation, you're not going to win. It looks good, it sounds good, and I know it's very, very good for the sale of Laker jerseys and who are the most prominent team in the NBA. If you were to watch, you would think it was the Lakers who were the champions, but no. It's not going to happen.
Chandler and I, we were going back and forth. When you drop a 20-point lead, I want to know your perspective. Who's to blame for that? Is that a coaching error? Is that players? Is that all of the above? Is it a combination? What's your opinion on that?
Well, as your producer, Jay Cahill would tell you, it's whoever is really good with his own bookie. Because I'm joking. I would. The deal is when you lose by 20, you want to lose. When you're winning by 20, then all of a sudden you start seeing the other team come back. One of the things we used to do is whoever had it going, we would foul that person really hard, not to hurt them, but just putting your body on them. The other thing you have to figure out how to call your timeouts and who to sub. You got to sub whatever right away to bring a new energy in. You can't go down. But you guys with the 3-ball now, it's much easier than it was in the past.
To make up that 20 is
Yeah.
quick.
Yeah.
If or when the Lakers end up losing this series, we're going to start the LeBron speculation immediately. I can't wait. Do you think he would try or would want to try to play somewhere else? Do you think this is his best bet? Finish it here, try for one more championship, however long that is. What would you do if you were LeBron?
Oh, if I was LeBron, I would have quit 5 years ago. No, I would have been like $400 million in the bank and 400 to come.
See ya.
My tie, please. What I'm saying, I'm thinking LeBron never leaves his jersey. Listen, he is better now than anybody close to his age. It seemed like he got better with age. He's like they're gonna say fine wine, like they talk about. But there's no reason. What would be the reason for LeBron not to come back and continue playing? It's the same. He doesn't have a wife like yelling at him at home like Tom Brady saying quit the league. No, he's sitting around going, "This is what I love to do. This is kind of what I was built to do." He's the best thoroughbred to ever play in the league the way he's going. And I think he should just stay until all of a sudden they rip the jersey off of him. But it'd be so crazy for him to just say, I don't want to do this anymore. You have to look at it from a business point of view. The Lakers would be in a huge, huge amount of trouble.
I can't imagine. It's going to be weird.
John,
Yeah.
your teams, the Pistons and the Bulls, these Lakers teams you were on, what would you do with this Nuggets team? Obviously, you mentioned earlier you get physical. The guy that gets going, you foul him hard. If you're the Lakers, do you put in like a Jackson Hayes and try and just get real physical with Jokic? Like, what do you do? Because nothing is working.
Jokic should be on an 8-0 run immediately.
You know what I mean? Like,
No question. No question. You should really go in there and hit them. You got to have your team that's in shape and say, we're going to play hard. We're going to play. If we get up 20 again, we got to learn to get up 40. Charles Barkley would say, put your foot on his neck. That is it. You just have to have this mentality that you want to embarrass people, that you want to literally destroy their character. Because that's all it is, right? And then you're going to say, well, it's just a basketball game. We did our best. Nah, man, it's a insult to your character to be up 20 and then lose. And so that's another reason. When I personally, when I played because I wanted to talk smack. We already was getting paid. And then I found out no one gets paid during the playoffs. So it's definitely just a pride thing. But it's a pride thing. And when you have pride in yourself and in the game and, you want to go back, to the locker room, and then when you walk by the wives and girlfriend room, you can be like, I shut your man down, that kind of thing.
I like the idea of that happening, by the way. We had two amazing endings last night. It was really just a great night of basketball. Is there a memorable ending in your career that sticks out above the others?
Yes. Champagne in my eyes against the Lakers. We beat them 4 straight. And the best thing is we ran off court. We were champions, and we didn't just continue it there. We ran out to the bus. We kicked the windows out of the bus, turned the lights off, was mooning people as we was driving by. A couple of suns, but at least a spear here or there. And then it was the best, time I've ever had in my life at the end of a game. But any other ending of like a guy hitting a shot like that, that's never close to getting champagne in your eyes.
In a debate that never ends, an anonymous player survey, 46% said Michael Jordan, 42% LeBron James, 10% Kobe Bryant. Who's your GOAT? Let's talk about it.
Michael Jordan.
Boom.
Simple
you got to
enough.
think about that one.
There we go.
No, you don't have to, because without Michael, those two don't exist.
There you go.
Right? Kobe went and watched every bit of film. Like that was the blueprint. It still is. If you watch, that's the blueprint. MJ, the way he plays, the way he goes after it. MJ's the blueprint. For somebody not to say Kobe and put LeBron in there, they're always going to keep comparing. And so I want you two guys to remember this. John Salley even said it back in 2024. In 2030, they're going to be talking about somebody else, and they're not going to talk about Michael Jordan or Kobe. It's like we used to talk about Dr. J and Moses, or we used to talk about, it's going to move, and more people are going to say the greatest of all time. When time stops, that's when we can do the judge. But until then, who's better in this 10-year series, this 10-year series, and this 10-year series? I think 10-year span. I think that's how you have to judge it.
There's some 8-year-old in San Antonio right now, and
Ready to go.
10 years is going to be like, Wembanyama is the greatest player of all time.
By the way, you didn't mention Paul Pierce got like 0.08% or something.
Oh, yeah.
You didn't throw that in the question.
He got-
I probably got
It was bad journalism.
I probably
He
got
got a
like
vote?
0.3 there.
He got a vote?
He got a vote. He got a vote. All right.
That vote was made in Boston.
It was like,
vote was his.
It was
He
Paul,
voted.
let's be honest. Bad Boys 2. You were in them. Now we have
Yes.
Bad Boys Ride or Die. It's happening. It's coming soon. Do we have a part in that?
Mike Lowry.
Yeah, I wasn't in Bad Boys 3 because, Will wasn't in his right mind. But then they made sure that I was in Bad Boys 4. You know what I'm saying? So June 7th, you get to see one of the greatest movies I've ever seen, and I'm happy to be a part of it. It is hilarious. You know what's funny? When you go to movies and you get sequel. Sometimes you go, oh, I'm tired of this.
Oh, yeah.
This is funny. They twisted it differently.
Really?
Will and Martin, I'm telling you, it's so many twists in this movie. I was finished shooting my part, and then the strike happened. So that was that, and then we had to wait and pick back up. But it picked up right where they left off, on top. It is a great movie, and I'm not selling this because I need to say this. They're not paying me to say it. I already got paid. And I'm a call girl, not a prostitute. So it's a difference, right?
Yes.
Chandler knows.
Yeah,
It's a
Chandler
difference.
knows. Chandler definitely knows. How you feel about that,
So
Mike?
you're going
good
to love this
stuff.
movie. Bad Boys 4 is, probably the best of the series.
Wait, where was that in the chronology of the slap? Did the filming happen after the slap or before the slap?
Yeah.
Okay.
Will got his freedom. Then we started shooting the movie.
Okay. I need to make sure I have it so I know when I'm watching the movie what mindset
yeah.
I'm looking at on that screen. I can't wait. They're ridiculous.
It made him and Chris two better men, and I'm glad they made up. It made them better men. So Will is, back and doing this thing. He was at Coachella performing in Men in Black.
Right.
He is going to keep moving. At least he doesn't have to worry about the Academy. He can just go on living his life.
And Chris Rock
they
is
got him
courtside
banned
at
for
Knicks
10
games.
years.
Yeah.
It's crazy.
Everybody's good again. See, it was just a momentary lapse in judgment, and it's totally
That's
fine.
right.
John, love having you on. Seriously,
best.
nobody has a backdrop like you. And then today we got Pita and
Shout out to
Maya's
Maya's Cookies.
Yeah, shout
Peter
out to
and
all of
Myers
it. Thank you
Cookies,
so
same
much.
people. That's right. And make sure I want to check next time.
Yeah, of course. I know. We're on it. We'll take a
All
quick
right.
break. We'll be right back.
Peace.